Good evening and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at a modification for a Leatherman style series multi-tool. This will work on the CS that I have, and it'll work on the PS, which is the plier version of this. And the mod is something that turns this into a skeletal of sorts. It is this 3D printed piece. Trying to get the camera to focus. Camera has ADHD. It obviously doesn't want to focus. Getting there. There. Perfect. It's this little 3D printed piece layered properly. And it has two screws. One on this side, as you can see, a little Phillips head. The little Phillips head on that side. And it sticks down into the curved part of the carabiner of the style multi-tool. And if you look at the tip here, focus. Come on. Camera's acting up. I'll have to fix this sooner or later, see what comes of that. But you can kind of see there's a hole there. That hole lets you use these things here. The Leatherman bit kit that you can buy on Leatherman, eBay, various places that have it. Let's take any one of the bits here. Let's take the Allen bit. Looking through the camera trying to do this. Bit sits right in there. Now you might be thinking, well, why don't you do that without the 3D printed piece? Well, that's because this frame that's bent around is wider than the tool and the bit wiggles a bit. Haha. You can depress the spring and put the bit in. That eliminates some wiggle, but you end up prying these apart. Like Max Level EDC, go check out his video. I'm not good at putting links in just yet. To go check out the YouTube channel Max Level EDC. He's got a video on the mod just like this. And you could stick the bit in and stuff, but it's not secure. These two screws, the one on this side, the one on this side, helps keep this frame from splitting apart on you when you torque the bit on something hard. So let's put the bit in. This one 3D printed in such a way where I think it works better this way than Max's way. Max has it where you pop the spring gate down, put that in. That works, but it's a little harder. It's a little easier for my mod for the spring to be up rather than down. But either way is just fine. It's normal. The bit presses against the back of the tool here, as you can see, so it's not going to go in too deep. Got plenty of bit there to work with. You can also add the ratchet driver to that. And now you've got a ratcheting screwdriver, something that gives you a little bit more torque than just holding this like that and doing that. That's fine for a lot of screws, but it's good to have just that little bit extra torque. Then you can open that up a little bit, get some extra torque on top of that. That's good. Also looks like a little fun little pew pew bang bang sniper gun, sniper something or another like that, And with this mod, I think a good solid carry, if you're looking into getting an EDC of your own, if you're new to EDC and you're looking for gear, runaway tools, I like to have a pair of pliers, I like to have a pair of scissors, and I like to have bits and a flashlight. And I'd say this makes a pretty complete kit. This is a 5-inch Leatherman pouch. This is the large one that they sell. Get the largest one if you want to do this. But slap the bits in like so. I here carry the Knipex, as the company says. Knipex 5-inch Cobras. Pair that up with scissors. You've now got pliers and scissors. Pick whatever knife you feel comfortable with. I'll do knife reviews later in the future, and you can judge off of those which ones you like. But scissors and pliers, like, phenomenal starting place. Yes, this does have a knife. Yes, this does have a file, but it's small. Enough about the EDC. You're here for the mod. But, excuse me. This is not TSA compliant. It's got a knife blade on it. That sucks. Oh well. But if you've been looking into having a Leatherman style series, whether it's a CS that I have or the PS with the plier heads instead of the scissors, and knife blade removed and replaced with small scissors, you know, those are great tools. But when you add this to it, you now expand what you can do with this little tool 100-fold. You've now got access to all these bits, all these things that you can do. And you know, this is $13 on eBay plus some shipping. Came in a few days. Comes in a few, like a red and black, because the styles come in red and black, so you can get one that matches or contrasts however you like. But like, man, this just adds so much to what this little guy does. And I have been looking for an EDC screwdriver, something small, something pocketable, something that can go with my bit ratchet and bit kit. I've got a Leatherman curl, but that's too much multi-tool sometimes. And I just wanted something that could do more than my fingers with this. And that's where this comes in. This thing, freaking phenomenal. I've already used it several times over the last few hours since I got it. And boy howdy, is this thing good. There is pretty much no wobble. I think that's more from the ratchet than this. The ratchet is solid. I've put some high torque on this ratchet. That thing has not busted. Focus. That's going to become the catchphrase of this channel, guys. Brace yourselves. But I now have an EDC screwdriver. Something capable of using the Leatherman bit kit. And then if you get this, you can now use normal bits. You can now use full 1/4-inch bits that you can buy at Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, not sponsored. But yeah, $13. I got this on eBay. You could probably find this a few other places, I'm not sure. Focus. $13. It's a lot when you consider the price of the tool. You know, shipping and handling for this is going to crack you up to like $40. And then $13 on that. So you're paying like $53 in total. But $53 for a dang good file. It's not an edge file or diamond file, but it's a dang good file. A flattened Phillips driver, but that doesn't matter now that we got this. We have one heck of a good knife blade. That thing is phenomenal. I think that is highly underrated. And one heck of a pair of scissors. Like, man, those things are good. They snip. Like all scissors, there's some things it does cut, some things it doesn't cut. I have yet to see scissors that cut it all. There's no scissor that'll cut everything. But this thing cuts a lot. And the usability and functions of this tool has now been upgraded so much just with this $13 piece. As you can kind of see, it is layered properly. It is layered like that rather than like that, which makes it a lot more solid for having the bits. Also, there's a slight bump that fits into these holes there, so that kind of just like clicks in while you do the screws. And it comes with 3 screws as a spare in case you lose one, or just as Max Level EDC said, yeet one. Speaking of which, I got off track earlier. Excuse me. Apologies. I got this idea from browsing around on YouTube, and I came across Max Level EDC's video on this part's exact same little mod. Now, he did it on his PS. You can see that done in his video. He does this mod on his PS. I did it on the CS, but I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, I gotta get me one of these. It is so compact. So I went on to eBay, got me one of these, like $20, and got me one of these for $13. And it's just like, for me, this only wound up costing like $23 total, or excuse me, $33 total. 20 for this, 13 for that, plus shipping, yada yada. And I now have an EDC screwdriver that clips really well onto my keychain and has a base level of tools I find handy. Pair that with this. Now, something you don't see right on hand is I always, on my keys, carry, come off please, thank you. I carry the Victorinox Mini Champ. You pair these three tools together, and there's no little task that's going to be undoable with these. Pair these up any way you want, and it's going to be phenomenal. You add this tool, and then you add the bits, and come out, there we go. Like that, it doesn't look like much on screen. This does not look like much, I'll give you that. But this thing has now been leveraged so much. Sorry, something funked outside the house. The usability of this tool has multiplied so much. And I don't really care for the knife or the stuff, of the scissors and screwdriver. That's what you're here for. Sorry I'm rambling. I'll try to make a little bit more concise video later. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe. Share this, yada yada. I'm not going to say that in every video. I'm not going to be like most people. But I'm just starting. I need some of the follows. But man, this thing, $13. It's worth it. If you've already got one of these, get one of these for it. It is phenomenal. Just in the last few hours that I've had this, I've used it, I've tested it, I've stressed it. It's holding up. It's great. Get one. I'm not good at supplying links, but if you go to eBay and search for Leatherman style bit driver mod or anything close to that, these will pop up. And if you Google it, I'm sure you could find it. Or go to Max Level EDC's channel and he'll send links of where to get these on his channel. Give him a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. This guy, he's the one that got me started on this. And yeah, Max, you took some money out of my pocket, but I ain't complaining. This thing's worth it. Thank you, and see you again someday.